Sensei vs. Grandpa Chad. 18 holes, stroke play. Who is going to win? The odds are down below, and Spoko Square Casino has given everyone $100 Nintendo to bet it how you like. Now, although I'm unbiased and I don't have a preference of who wins, I will be betting on Grandpa Chad, and here's why. Sensei has barely golfed at all in the last month. He hasn't played any online games since he hit Infinity, he's barely played ranked golf games, and he didn't perform the best in Grand Prix rounds. I think he's rusty. Now, if both golfers were in form, I would take Sensei any day of the week. I mean, Sensei at his best versus Grandpa Chad at his best. Sensei takes the win 9 times out of 10, but Sensei has not been active, and I think there will be rust. Chad is regularly golfing, just ranked up to S8, performed better during the GP, and for that reason, I'll be putting 50 on Chad and 50 on the under. I don't really know if the under is going to hit, but I'm more cheering for a good game, because if the under does hit, it means there were lots of chip-ins, so that's why I'll take the under. But here we go. Hoping for a good game today. Hole 1, 0 wind. You expect 2 eagles here. You expect 1 eagle here at the very least. Sensei's going, he's probably going to go 3.4 on the 9 iron. 3 ticks to the left. That's what you have to do to get the chip and eagle here. Bang. Literally bang. Very first hole of the Grand Prix finals. Sensei versus Grandpa Chad. Sensei's off to a perfect start. And that was right after I rambled on about how I think he's going to lose, so let's see what Grandpa Chad can do here. The thing is, like, this pin position on this hole, you have to be so extremely precise that it's actually, like, kind of difficult to get an eagle here. So hopefully Chad can match that. Continue to be tied after the first hole. Very, very similar shot here, and oh my goodness, he, like, nicked the hole there. Like, he literally nicked the edge of the hole, and he's in for birdie. Wow. So it's 2 under to 1 under after the first hole. I would not, by any means, be concerned if you are a Chad fan or a Chad bettor. I mean, there's literally 17 holes left to play, and it's a lot easier to make a comeback as the player in second than it is for the player in first to extend their lead, just because if you're golfing in second in this game, you get to tee up last. So you get a pretty good read of the upcoming hole off of the first golfer, so I'm expecting a number of lead changes here. Hole... Oh my goodness, did Sensei either bounced over the hole there or literally rolled like an inch to the left? That is crazy. This man is, he wants to win. So Chad probably going to do something very similar. I mean, pin at the back right with a tiny bit of a headwind, full power 7's pretty much perfect. He's probably going to go a little more left. Oh, and it's just a tad bit too much left. Again, like, he would have bounced in the hole there. He would have got that hole in one if he was a bit more right. 2 solid birdies there on hole 2. What you would expect. I mean, maybe you'd expect a hole in 1, but Sensei is 1 stroke up. We're on to hole 3, the first of many par 5s. It's 9 mile an hour tailwind. Now, pin is being guarded by the bunker, so there's no chance at an albatross here, but if you can, like, curve your shot, and you could get launch rolled here if you go full power driver, so if you are able to miss the bunker on the right, you could get launch rolled onto the green. And then you would be putting for an eagle. Looks like that's what Chad is trying to do here. Get the necessary curve. Is that enough? No, it's... Ooh, that's actually not enough at all. Didn't get enough curve there, so he clips the tree. Gonna be landing on the fairway. Not that he's in a bad place or anything, but we'll see if Sensei can get it done. By get it done, I mean landing on the green. Ooh, not even close to enough curve there. Okay. He is missing the tree, though, at least, so he's in the bunker quite a bit closer than Grandpa Chad. Let's see what Chad opts for here. Full rollout, backspin. He's gonna go... Okay, a little bit of backspin here. Ooh, really good adjustment there for the wind and the topography. Oh, bang. It's all tied up. The round, well, not quite yet, since I still has to shoot from the sand. But if he's in for birdie, the round is all tied up. That was a perfect shot. Look at that. Pretty much smack center. Dead center of the cup. Beautiful backspin. Ooh, I like... Okay, I was going to say, I like the aim, actually. I think if he had gotten backspin there, that would have been a chip and eagle. But it looks like Sensei's backspin didn't actually register there, because you could see he was trying to get it. So a little bit unfortunate there. Like I said, I think the aim would have been pretty darn close. I think chip and eagle was on the table there, but unluckily for him, the backspin didn't register, and the game is tied up at 4 under. After 3 holes, we move on to hole 4, par 3, 6-mile-an-hour headwind. I do think full power 5 with backspin probably enough here. You might want to call it up to a 3, but I don't think the headwind's strong enough to where full 5 is not going to be enough. And yeah, exactly what Chad is doing. Ooh, the aim doesn't look too bad. I think that's going to curl back in. Ooh, which it does, but he is just not quite enough there. Really good approach, though. Really good approach. But he did give Sensei a really good read. So, he can make the micro adjustments necessary. He actually could be getting a hole in 1 here. Let's see. Which would be a clutch way to respond after Chad's eagle in hole 3.
Nice shot.
Ooh, and he doesn't get full power there. Although line still looks really good. Oh my goodness, that had to have been literally inches. Wow, two really, really good shots on hole 4 here. But it's just going to be 2 birdies, I think.
Nice birdie.
There it is. Great plays from the boys. 5 under after 4, on to hole 5. Next par 5 of the Spokal Square links here. 11-mile-an-hour tailwind. However, pin was at the front, so chip and eagle actually kind of, I would say, is on the table. I do think we are going to see a 7-iron play here. Maybe 5. Probably 5, actually. 5-iron now that I think about it. You get such a nice rollout on the hole 5 green here that it's becoming a more and more common strategy to try to get as close to 1 dot or a little bit over 1 dot of power as you can with whatever iron that may be. So 9, 7, 5. Chad's going 5 here. Green will push you to the left. Wind to the right. I meant to say green push you to the right. And the wind's blowing left, so Chad didn't do any adjustment there, but the wind, I mean, it's not strong, so after that read, since they should be sinking this eagle, you have to think 5-iron as well. I mean, just mimic what Chad did in terms of power, just a little bit more left, which he's doing. Oh my goodness, 0.2 feet. That's less than 2.5 inches away from the chip and eagle. That's gotta hurt. That is actually gotta hurt. Mans has been playing so well so far. Bounced over the hole on hole 2. Didn't get the spin on hole 3, which looked like it would have been good. Literally an inch away on hole 4, and literally an inch away on hole... Well, okay, 2 inches away on hole 5. Sensei is out here. Doesn't look like there's any rust. But we'll see as the game goes on. Does he have the, does he have the cardio? The endurance? Because like I was saying earlier, he's not been active. But game is tied up. Chad is doing full power driver, leaving the aim where it is. Well, actually, this is pretty common to see on hole 6 in online, but I would have expected him to go a bit more to the right there, which is precisely what Sensei is doing. His usual strategy, spoon, kind of into the middle of the fairway here. And I wonder which strategy is going to pay off. I think they both have a chance at getting eagles. I think both of them are solid strategies for birdie with this pin position. We'll see if either one of them can get the eagle. Five-iron with spin, very common. You want to get enough height to clear this bushy tree here, but not too much power that you go too far. And, ooh, man.
Nice approach.
Sensei has been putting those balls in close. Dang. but no eagle. No eagle. He's just in for a -1. And now Chad, I mean, it's like, in a way, it's like just a very similar shot. He wants to get some backspin here. Ooh, puts a bit too much power on that. His spin does save him, though, and he'll be spinning close towards the hole. And 14 feet, but he should actually be in for birdie here, so I'm probably just... Game will continue to be tied after this hole 6. And I guess neither of their strategies, like, paid off for them in the end, in terms of outplaying the other on this hole. Just going to be 2 birdies here. Ooh, we got hole 7 with pin on the left. You love to see this. Kind of a new revelation on this hole is to spoon your stroke 2 when pins on the left. You get a much more consistent bounce, consistent roll, so expect both players to go spoon here, although pin being... Actually, no, I don't think there's going to be any iron play for stroke 2. I guess pin on the left on the near side, you might want to go iron with backspin. That's just, you know, I guess debatable. So let's see. The wind won't affect them too much. It's more about precision of the aim. And let's see what Sensei does. You're going to see a little bit over 3 dots here, I believe. Which it is. Just because there's a little bit of a headwind. Landing on the green. Just a... Well, pretty much pin high, but he's a little bit too far to the right. The wind actually carried him a lot more than he thought. So good, really good read. Like literally a perfect read for Grandpa Chad, though. Will he do it? Getting a little more power than Sensei. Bang! Oh my goodness. Hole 7. Spoon in hand. Chip in eagle. Literally bang. Holy, you love seeing hole 7 eagles. Insane. Off the pin. Nicked the edge of the hole. Dropped in. Bang. Wow. Beautiful -2 from Chad there. Sensei tapping in for birdie. I mean, birdie's good on hole 7, but it's 9 under to 8 under for Grandpa Chad. We've already had a lead change here, so Sensei was in the lead after hole 1. Then Chad tied it up, now Chad takes the lead. I actually don't know what I think about the rest of the game. Is Sensei going to pull a stroke back, or multiple? I think he will, maybe. He's a good golfer. He may be rusty, but he's still still an infinite ranked golfer, so we'll see. We'll see as the game goes on. I mean, Grandpa Chad's, he's riding the high of ranking up to S8, so maybe he just keeps the pedal to the metal and doesn't let up. Both golfers going spoon here. Sensei's looks really good, actually. Is that going to curl in? Oh, it is going to curl in, but not enough power there. Really good approach. So, 6 feet. And both golfers should be in, I mean, hole 8, 22 mile an hour wind, crosswind and headwind. Birdie's a really good score here. Beauty. Great plays. I mean, hole 6, 7, 8. Really tough holes, and these golfers escaping that with only birdies and eagles. No pars on 6, 7, 8. That's really good, just in the prospects of a low-scoring game. Hole 9, 15 mile an hour tailwind. Full power off the tee with driver. You can definitely set yourself up to get onto the green in 2 strokes, putt for an eagle. Alright, well, there is some calculation involved here. I mean, crosswind, it's a light tailwind. If you were to do, like, Pythagorean theory, draw a little triangle, I think the tailwind would not actually be that strong. Now, I would not, or I do not remember how I would calculate that.
Nice shot.
My pre-calculus days are long gone. Ooh, into the bunker. So Sensei actually gets a pretty bad misread there. He had a chance to get onto the green. Not only did he completely miss the green, but he also gave Chad a really good read. Like, Chad knows now, like, the pretty much exactly what to do in terms of aim.
Nice shot.
And it looks like he's going similar power, so if he can clear this bunker, I mean, oh, the aim looks really good. That is so unlucky. The aim looked like it was perfect. He would have hit the fairway, wind would have pushed him a little more to the right. I think it was a good chance at an albatross if he missed the bunker, but he did not put enough power on it, so both golfers clipping the bunker. But still in for birdie. I mean... Okay, yeah.
Nice approach.
Not a bad attempt, not the best though. Still 6 feet away in Chad. Opting to putt, it looks like. Not a bad play, if you can get the aim right. Double breaker, I think it breaks left to right, then right to left at the very end. Ooh, really close actually, really close. So, we are closing down the front 9. These are not gimme putts, but Sensei makes his for a birdie. And Chad makes his for a birdie. What a front 9. So with 9 holes remaining, Grandpa Chad is on -11, Sensei is on -10. I have to be honest, like, I was always expecting a very close game, but this is like...
Nice shot.
I feel like the scores so far have been pretty predictable, you know? Close game, Grandpa Chad just with the edge, but still half of the golf course left. There's been lead changes in the past. I would not be surprised
Nice shot.
to see Sensei make a comeback, and I also wouldn't be surprised to see Grandpa Chad hold out, or just hold out the lead, so we'll see what's going to happen, how many more chip-ins there's going to be, how much more drama. We got hole 10 here, 11 mile an hour, headwind. Chad going a lot of power with backspin. I think that might be too much. You don't really get aggressive backspin on this hole. Yeah, I didn't think that went through there. Sensei is the more experienced golfer, I will say. He should probably know this.
Nice shot.
He is going less power. Ooh, and the green kicks him a little bit too far to the right.
Nice approach.
Really good approach, though, on Sensei's end. Now, Chad with a worse approach, but the exact same chance at a birdie, because the whole 10 greens from this area is pretty darn easy to putt on. So 15-footer, free birdie, 12 under for Chad, 1.5 foot, free birdie for Sensei, -11 for him. And I don't know, you get the feeling that Sensei will pull one back somewhere. Like, he has had some extremely close calls. Hole 2, hole 4, that last hole, what else? Hole 6.
Nice shot.
That's what Chad can do here. A little bit under full on the 7 with spin. Ooh, perfect. Oh my goodness. Perfect aim.
Nice on.
But he just miscalculated the power and the backspin. That was crazy. He was on a one-way ticket to a hole-in-one there before he just got yeeted away. If Sensei can do the exact same thing, but a little more power, yeah, this is going to be a hole-in-one. And he does get a little more power. Oh my goodness, but he jumps out of the hole. This is what I'm saying. He's had some incredibly close calls this game. I think he's a little bit unlucky to find himself in a losing position after how he's been playing. I think if something drops for him, he's going to tie the game back up, and I kind of have the feeling that it might happen sooner rather than later. Good birdies there from the boys on hole 11. 2 extremely close calls. What a match this has been so far. What a match. Some close calls, some great chips. The chip and eagle on hole 7 being the difference maker right now. So on hole 12 here, when you're playing in a private lobby, you will always be able to drive to the island, the fairway island on the left. Both golfers doing so, and pin's kind of middle left, so I wonder if we see spoon or 3-iron here. Spoon is going to be. And that's going to be too far to the left. Pretty good power, though. If he had the aim right, he would have rolled in for the albatross there. But 15 feet to the left, Sensei is going to use that definitely to his advantage here when adjusting for the wind. And this looks really good in terms of the aim. Ooh, gets a pretty Pretty harsh bounce to the right there. He should have gone more power there if he didn't want to be bounced so hard to the right. A little bit unlucky, but I also think, like, yeah, tad bit more power there, and you would get a much more favorable bounce on the fairway. So Chad tapping in for eagle.
Great eagle.
Sensei probably doing the same, and I think we're just going to remain, or not tied, but the score is going to remain the same here. And that is 2 eagles on hole 12.
Great eagle.
So minus 15 and minus 14 after 12 holes. Those are some really good scores. Really good scores. So it looks like a 5-iron play here. 9-mile-an-hour headwind. You could make it onto the green with... Ooh, that looks really good. Not quite enough spin there for Chad. You could make it onto the green with a 7-iron for sure. Although if you're going to go spin, which you probably want with near side pin position, probably full 7 wouldn't be enough, so I think you have to go 5-iron here, which is what both golfers are doing. That's interesting. Bounces on the fringe, takes away some of his spin, and he actually lands farther away from the pin than Grandpa Chad, even though he used less power off of the tee. Cheeky friend request cameo there, mid-tournament, mid-round. Arguably the most, actually no, probably not the most important golfing round of these players' career. There's been some more important ones, but in a very high-stakes match, Sensei's getting a bit distracted, it looks like, with a friend request. Nice birdies on 13 there. No hole-in-one so far this round. There's been some nice chip and eagles for sure. 1, 3, 7. But none of those eagles have come from par threes. We have hole 14 here. Ooh, I would not carry the water with this wind, personally. You could if you have, like, perfect aim. But it's a bit of a risk, because if you clip a tree, you're instantly 1 stroke behind. Now, the only problem with going around like Chad is here is the pin's being guarded by the bunker, so you're likely going to have to use the driver to get onto the green to the left of the bunker, which is always going to leave you left of the pin. So it's going to be a bit of a putt to make eagle, but kind of like pick your poison, you know? I don't think full power spoon's enough here, just because obviously there's a huge elevation change in 9-mile-an-hour headwind.
Nice shot.
So Chad's going driver off the deck, getting really good power there, and that is just about as good as you can get from that position. Obviously having to go to the left of the bunker. Now, could you drive over the bunker? You probably could. It would be so risky, though, at the chance of landing in the bunker or giving it too much power, that it's almost better to go to the left, give yourself a chance to putt for an eagle. Very nice. Good eagle there from Sensei. Probably going to see Chad with the eagle as well, though, so he's still 1 stroke down. Like I was saying, like, he's been playing really well. It's had some close calls. You expect something to drop in for him, but it's got to happen soon. You know, there's only 4 holes coming up. I mean, anything can happen on 15, 16, 17, and 18. So, we'll see. But as of right now, Chad 1 stroke ahead on minus 18 to Sensei's minus 17. After 14, honestly, really good scores. Really good scores so far. And I am watching the over-under. So far, it looks like it's going to hit, to be honest. Which is, like I said, good, because that means we just had a bunch of chip-ins. Bunch of eagles if the under hits. So far, it's actually been a really good game. 15, Chad's going to chip first. Looks like 9-iron in hand. Very, very light wind for hole 15, but fairway green will kick you to the right. So we got to keep that in mind. Chad's looking through his club bag there, but settles on the 9.
Nice shot.
And looks okay. Oh, like inches.
Nice
Landed inches away from the hole there. Almost a dunk, but he was so close that if Sensei mimics that with a few micro adjustments, this could be in for an eagle. A needed eagle. For sure it's needed. Bang.
Chip in deep.
I mean, perfect timing. With 4 holes remaining, 1 stroke down, Sensei gets a chip-in eagle on 15. Literally, bang. That was perfect. Great chip, great timing. Did get a nice read off of Grandpa Chad, let's be honest, but that's, you know, that's how it works. That's how it works.
Nice.
And the game is back to tied. Both golfers at 19 under after 15 holes. Incredible pace so far. On to 16, we do have a headwind. It's only 20 mile an hour, so you can totally make the shortcut with perfect aim. You will have enough power to get through the OB. You'll land on the rough before the bunker, but you're gonna make it, and you're chipping for eagle, in for birdie, regardless.
Nice shot.
Oh no. Oh no. What did we just see?
Nice shot.
What a turn of events. OB on hole 16. 1 hole after tying it up. I mean, that's gotta be the rust showing. Like I said, you can easily make the shortcut with 20 mile an hour headwind, but you need perfect aim, like literally perfect aim. Chad made it like literally no problem. And so you gotta think it's maybe a little bit of rust from Sensei. There's the reason why, but
Nice.
nonetheless, he is OB, and that is not good. There's only 2 holes remaining after this hole. And that chip did not fall, so he is going to be in for bogey. And if you're an overbetter, you are thanking Sensei right now. If you're an underbetter, you are punching the air. What a turn of events. What a freaking turn of events. 2-stroke swing on the 3rd to last hole. 17 next, 18 next. I mean, game's not over. Like, anything can happen, right? Par on 17 to a birdie on 17. You bring it back within 1. Albatross on 18. You tie it up. Like, you never know. Anything can happen.
Nice
So
shot.
Chad's up to the tee first. It's actually pretty strong wind here. Tricky to judge. He gets it just about perfect. He can putt this in. It's a flat green there, so he's in for birdie. It's almost as if Sensei needs a hole-in-one here.
Nice shot.
And he's in for birdie, but it's no hole-in-one.
Nice.
Jeez, man's almost shorted that putt. That would have been a gift to Sensei if Chad shorted his putt. I mean, I guess we are on the fringe, so it's not like a free putt. But, 2 birdies. Sensei is 2 strokes down. We only have 1 hole left. Sensei needs an albatross here to win, or no, to tie, and Chad would have to get a birdie. So, you know what, it's only 6 mile an hour. Albatross on the table, but even if he albatrosses, I would be shocked if Chad birdies hole 18 with 6 mile an hour crosswind. We will see though, if Chad gets this albatross, he wins. He guarantees himself a win. Even if he gets eagle, but if he misses this chip, then the door is still open. Barely, but it's still open.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it's looking a little left. Yeah, just a little bit left, not quite enough power. I would,
Nice on.
10 feet flat, I would confidently say he's in for eagle. Sensei needs an albatross here if he wants any chance at possibly tying. If he misses this chip, he loses in the Grand Prix finals.
Nice shot.
Taking it very quickly, not overthinking this one. Bang. Literally bang. An albatross. On the final hole of the game, 2 strokes down. The lights were shining and he showed up. Beautiful chip in albatross on 18. He's done everything he can to win this game. And now it's up to Chad. If he sinks this putt, he wins. If he misses this putt, he ties, and they will go to a sudden death playoff. Oh my goodness. And he was pixels away from leaving that short. I thought he shorted that putt. I thought he just choked in the final. But what a clutch ending. Albatross for Sensei to give himself a chance, but in the end, Chad will take the win by 1 stroke. -23 to -22 after 18 holes. That is pretty good scores, actually. Really good scores. And that means the under does hit. Grandpa Chad is the winner of the Sensei Grand Prix. The results may have been different if both golfers were active, but Grandpa Chad was the better golfer today. GG's to both the golfers, GG's to Mrs. Sensei and Sensei Jr. for participating in the Grand Prix. If you bet $100 on Chad, this is how much you won. If you bet 50 on Chad, this is how much you won. If you bet 100 on the under, this is how much you won. If you bet 50 on the under, this is how much you won. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.